Good morning friends. Today let's see about structures. And this is a series of lectures. In the first lecture I will be describing about structure definition, structure declaration and accessing the structure members. In the second lecture I will be describing about the array of structures, and the next lecture how we can use the structures in the functions, and the next lecture we will see a program which is asked in your university question. So please subscribe my channel for getting the updates. Before going to the topic structure, let's see why we need to have such a variable in C++. Variables, we all know variables we are used to store values. Say if you want to store an integer value, what you will do, you will declare an integer type variable. And say suppose I want to assign a value to a, means what I will do, a equal to 5. I will write a assignment statement. Say I want to store again 6. If say I am again assigning a equal to 6, means what will happen, this 5 will get replaced and 6 will be stored. So if I print the value of a, means I will get only 6, I will lose 5. Say suppose if I want to store 6 and 5 and I want to access 6 and 5, means what I can do, either I can declare two variables. I can declare in a b comma a, that is again I am declaring another variable. I can put the value of 5 in a equal to 5, and put the value 6 in b equal to 6, so that I can access both the values. By printing a, I'll get the value 5. By printing b, I'll get the value 6. Say suppose I want to store 10 values, 10 different integer values. Is it possible to declare 10 different variables? No, it's not at all possible. So what we'll do, we'll go for arrays. That is, arrays can store group of values, right? So I can store 10 numbers, means what I'll do, int a 10, so that I can store 10 different values in the array 10. And I can access the array elements using a of I indexing, that is 2, then a of 2 is possible, so that I can store all the values in a single variable a. See if I want to store 2 as well as a, what I will do, is it possible to put a equal to a character? Is it possible? No, because I have declared a as an integer. Say suppose I want to store a as well as 6 in a single variable. Is it possible with arrays or this int a, etc.? No, it is not possible. If I want to store a in a, means I need to declare a as character variable. If I declare char a, means it is possible to store a equal to a is possible. Otherwise a is equal to this statement will be invalid. Say suppose I want to store 6 as well as a in a single data type. Is it possible? No. Array is there to store group of values, but array can only store, if integer array, means if integer array can store only integer values. If character array, means character array can store only character values. We can't able to declare character as well as integer in a single array. That is, array can store group of values but with the same data type. See, there comes the importance of structure. That is, for storing heterogeneous data type into a single variable, we can use structures. Say suppose I want to store the details of a book. The details of a book will contain the title of the book, author of the book, price of the book, etc., etc. The author of the book is a character array. The title of the book is again a character array. Price is an integer. So I need to club this character array as well as integer value into a single variable. It is not possible with array, because the array can store group of values with single data type. So here structure, in structure, by using structure it is possible to store group of values of different data type. For that purpose I am using structure. Here structure is a user defined data type. Why? Because a structure variable contains the values. Structure variable can store the values which is defined by the users. If if a user is defining a structure can hold character integer, means it can hold character and integer. If the user says I want to store character, integer as well as float, means it can store those values, that is it is defined by the user, and user is decided that whichever values a structure can hold. So before declaring a structure variable, I need to define the structure. So let's see the syntax for defining the structure. It's very simple. This is a syntax, that is structure, it's a keyword, then your structure name, then put a curly brace, then what all the data you need to store, put the data type and its variable, data type variable, and after declaring all the variables, close the structure, then put a semicolon, and all these things, that is structure definition, will do before the main. Let's see an example. Here I need to store the details of a book inside a single variable, so I opted structure for that. Before declaring the variables of structure, I need to define the structure, and I need to store title, author and price of the details of my book. So in order to store the title, I need to have a variable of character array char. Title is my variable name and 50 is the size of the array. The next is author name is also a character array, so char author is my variable 50. The next is I need to store price. For storing price, I need an integer variable, that is int price. After definition, I have closed the structure definition, that is close the curly brace and the semicolon. All these things will do before the main. After defining the structure, I can declare the variable. How you will be declaring a variable? If say suppose you want to declare an integer variable, what you will do? Int a, that means a is a variable of type integer and a can hold an integer data. This is what you will be doing, right? That is data type and variable. Here for declaring the structure variable, you will be having two different methods. First method is, this is the first way of declaring a structure variable. That is, first put the structure definition and before the semicolon put the variable name, variable 1, variable 2, etc. See, let's see the example. That is, I want to store the details of 3 books in my structure. That is, I need to have 3 different variables for storing 3 book details. So, struct books, the definition of the structure, and close the curly brace, and I need to have 3 book variable, book B1, B2 and B3, then put the semicolon. And some other method is also there, that is like inside the main how we will be declaring all the variables. That is, if we want to declare the integer variable means data type, the variable name. Similar to that, here the data type is structure name. This is the data type of your variable. Then next is your variable names. Say suppose in the ABC, like ABC, then semicolon. Here let's see the example. Inside the main, here my data type is struct books. This is my data type. So struct books, then your variables are B1, B2. Here what will happen? After declaring this, what will happen is B1 is a variable that can hold a title, author details and price. That is, B1 is the variable and the memory allocated for B1 is, for title 50 byte will be allocated. That is, it is a character array of size 50, and for author 50 bytes will be allocated. That is, author is a character array of size 50, and for storing the price 2 bytes will be allocated. That is, price is an integer variable. And B2 is another variable. So for B2 also different memory location will be allocated for title, author and price, so that I can store the values in B1 as well as B2. Next is, how can I store the values in B1 and how can I access the values? That is initialization and accessing the values of B1 and B2. See, if we want to access the values of a integer variable, what you will do? See, int a, after declaration, if you want to put the values in a means a equal to 5, and if you want to print the values of a means just you will put cout a, right? That is, by using the variable name itself I can access the variable data in the variable as well as I can initialize the variable value with the variable. Similar to this, here what we'll do, here see, I have declared two variables b1 b2 of type books, structure books, your data type structure books b1 comma b2 semicolon, and I want to store the details of book, first book in b1 and store the details of second book in b2. I can directly assign the value like this, a equal to 5. Here b1 I need to store title, author and price of my book. So title will be stored in b1 dot title, that is title of b1. b1 dot title is equal to C++ programming. Then b1 dot author, I need to store the details of first book in b1. So author name is stored in the variable author in b1. So b1 dot author is equal to Govind. Then b1 dot price equal to 100. That is, I can initialize the variables of a structure using dot operator. Dot operator, the usage of the dot operator is structure variable name dot member variable. Member variable means these are the member variables, title, author and price. Whatever the variable name you are declaring here, you have to use the same variable name here. So the syntax is structure variable name dot member variable. Structure variable name is b1 here. b1 dot member variable is title. Inside the title I need to store the value of the title. Then next one is I need to store the name of the author, that is in author b1 dot author is equal to Govind. Then b1 dot price is equal to 100. So what will happen, b1 will contain, variable will contain the data C++ programming Govind as well as 100. Say I want to print the details stored in b1 means how can I print? Cout. Say suppose I want to print the title of this first book means title of the book is b1 dot title, because b1 dot title will contain C++ programming. So b1 dot title. So say suppose I need to read data from the user. Say suppose I want to read the second book details from the user. So cout, I want to first ask the user to enter the details of the book, right? Cout, enter the title of the second book. Then user will enter the title, and that title I have to store in b2 variable b2. So cin b2 dot title. Then I am prompting the user to enter the author of the second book. Author of the second book, user will enter the author of the book, then cin, that will be stored in b2 dot author. Then enter the price of the second book, that will be stored in b2 dot price. If I want to print the price of the second book means I can use cout, this title of the second book is b2 dot title, then I will get the value 500. So this is how we can declare a structure and define the structure and initialize and use the structure data stored in the structure variables. Hope you understand. Thank you. In my next video I will describe about the structure arrays. Thank you.